Evening all, how's it going? Well, the Premier League have done the obvious to anyone who isn't an absolute fuckwit and pays attention to, well, the world in general. This is something that a point that I've been making for a long time. I genuinely get irritated by the fact. I suppose this is why I am an angry bootneck, but it genuinely irritated me in the military when it felt like the pigs, the officers that were in charge, just seemed to have no idea what was going on. Like, sit in an office in Whitehall, have never even been to Afghanistan or Iraq, and just make judgments based off some fucking... It seemed as if they really did have no practical knowledge at all. And it's the same with our political leaders and our big institutions and all of the big businesses. Like, it honestly does seem like the people that run the world have no fucking idea what's going on. You don't need to be particularly well informed to know exactly what Black Lives Matter is all about. Like, you can literally take 10 minutes. 10 minutes research is all it takes. You go to the website, read what they believe, and then Google the founders. Again, they're all on here. You just have to fucking highlight the name, search Google, and you can read all about them. Patrisse Cullors, look, an advocate for prison abolition in Los Angeles. Prison abolition? What the fuck are we going to do with rapists, paedophiles and murderers if we abolish the prisons? Seriously, what does she think we're going to do? Make them all work in fucking Tesco? Like, these people are fucking mental. Mental. Patrisse, off her fucking tits. Colours. Alicia Garza goes on about transgender shit all the time, works for The Guardian. Every single buzzword you can think of, she spews consistently. You know everything about these people, everything, in 10 minutes. Self-described, trained Marxists, right? I've done a video about it. You know, you don't need me to tell you. Self-described. They call themselves communists and Marxists and revolutionaries and talk about disbanding capitalism. You can fucking find this stuff out in 10 minutes. It's that easy. If you can do it on a phone, you don't even need any equipment like me. You don't need a nice desktop. You can use your fucking phone, and in 10 minutes, you can sit there and be like, head of a large company or corporation, and someone goes, "Hey man, the Black Lives Matter movement's up in arms," and you should be going, "All right, let's have a quick Google," and then 5 minutes later go, "Fuck me, these barmy cunts shouldn't be. I wouldn't let them run a fucking bath, let alone a country." Are you fucking mental, boys and girls? That you should be able to come to that conclusion in 10 minutes flat. They are fucking mental. Mental bastards. The website, their own website. I know they have tried to clean it up a bit because there's less mentions of Marx than there was 2 weeks ago. But it's as clear as day what they think, and it takes no effort at all to find it out. None. Everyone's a comrade. Disrupt the nuclear family structure by supporting each other as extended families that collectively care for one another. Queer affirming network. It's just bollocks. It's the same fucking newspeak advocated by all of these middle class fucking academics with art degrees that they all spew in every country in the Western fucking world. Pure bullshit from start to finish. So, that being said, when it takes 5 minutes to learn about Terry Fuckwit and her compatriots, why on earth are massive capitalist institutions like the Premier League coming out in the first place and going, "Yeah, Black Lives Matter, baby," and making everyone wear a fucking shirt that's going to alienate anyone who reads a newspaper and knows what they're talking about? Like, seriously, how daft do they think people are? This is why I get so angry. It doesn't take any effort. It doesn't require a high IQ. It doesn't require professional training. It literally requires Bert and George who work on a building site and read the newspaper for half an hour every day when they're having the fucking bait. It literally requires that much effort to inform yourself. And after half an hour of reading the daily newspaper, these lads will go, "Fucking hell," and support them. They're fucking mental. They don't believe in private property. I've been paying my mortgage off for 9 years, Bert. Oh, well, tough shit. If they rule the world, they're taking that shit off you. They will add it to the collective pool of housing, and you'll be forced to live with 11 Somalians because they want to collapse the borders as well. Is that right, Bert? Yes, it fucking is. Like, it's that easy. Normal people know this. The working classes are not morons. So if a random labourer who works on a building site for fucking £15 an hour knows all of this stuff because he's not a fucking imbecile, how do the people like Richard Masters in the first place manage to fuck it up so badly? And the same goes for our leaders, right? Keir Starmer took a knee. Proper, like, got down on his knees like a fucking conquered warlord before Xerxes. Got down on his knees and prostrated himself like a total fucking simpering peon. And then a week later he's like, oh, fuck Black Lives Matter, disband the police, what are you talking about? How is a bloke in that position who's supposed to be that well educated and well put together and well informed and sensible enough to lead the entire country, how is he that much of a fucking idiot that it happened in the first place? Tell me. If we know it, and you know it, and Bert and George, who don't really care too much about politics, but simply read the newspaper occasionally, if they know it, how the fuck does Keir Starmer not know it? How does Richard Masters not know it? How does the Premier League, the massive capitalist titan that makes £1 billion fucking quid a year, how can they not know it? Christ almighty. It says the Premier League has taken the unusual step of issuing a statement after its chief executive stressed its endorsement of the Black Lives Matter movement on moral and not political grounds. What the fuck does that mean? I endorse it, but I don't endorse it. Spell it out, Richard, come on. Richard Masters said he insisted the support does not set any particular precedent. Yes it does, because you ban political statements. You fucking knobhead. The Premier League, its clubs and players have rightly endorsed the cause that seeks equality for black people. Players' shirts had the Black Lives Matter slogan on their backs instead of their names for the first round of fixtures after the restart, and a logo is also now carried while they have taken the knee before games. Listen, right, again, equality. This is the thing the communists love. Equality. Equality of opportunity, excellent. I agree with that. Equality of outcome, bad. The Premier League knows it doesn't support this, because guess what? The Premier League don't think that someone like fucking Didier Drogba, in my eyes one of the best black footballers that's ever fucking lived, they don't think that when he was playing for Chelsea, he should have been earning the same as, say, I don't know, Carlton fucking Palmer, a human sausage with the footballing ability of fucking, well, a sausage. They don't believe in it. If you're a good player, you get fucking millions. If you're a shit player, you end up in the conference earning 600 quid a week because you're shit. They don't believe in equality. Not in the way Black Lives Matter mean it, because they're not communists, they are capitalists. They don't think. Can you imagine it in the Premier League? What do they think? Do you think every single position from 1st to 20th should all get paid the same at the end of the year? If you come first, you get the same amount of money as the guys who come 20th. In fact, let's get rid of the trophy while we're at it. Fuck it. Let's just, everyone comes first. There's a nice equal system. We are drawing a clear distinction between a moral cause and a political movement or agenda. You aren't. You can't be for Black Lives Matter and against Black Lives Matter. You do not know what you are talking about, you fucking lemon. Oh look, there have been concerns expressed by former player Matt Letizia, who now works as a TV pundit, that the Black Lives Matter movement's policy of defunding the police and ending capitalism is too political. You think so? You think that defunding the police and ending capitalism is too political, do you? Yeah, we fucking agree. Premier League said, we are aware of the risk posed by groups that seek to hijack popular causes and campaigns to promote their political views. These actions are entirely unwelcome and are rejected by the Premier League. Fucking, so well done. Golf clap, you fucking mongs. Keir Starmer, mong child. Richard Masters, mong child. And you know, I'm actually embarrassed about this. Keir Starmer has come out more strongly against Black Lives Matter than Boris Johnson's managed. So he needs to fucking hang his head in shame, him, the scruffy looking twat. And if he wants the Conservatives to keep winning elections, he best fucking sort his life out. because you can't expect working class people to vote for a man who won't condemn a hardcore, far left, crazy communist fucking group that wants to end capitalism and disband all the borders. Again, I've talked about ideologues. We know what Black Lives Matter think about everything. I know what Patrice and Alicia believe about everything. They won't throw me any curveballs. I know what they think about patriarchy and capitalism and fucking healthcare and abortion and euthanasia and climate change and fucking gun control and everything. Because they're ideologues. They are fucking crazy. They're possessed with the fucking stupid ideology. And I know it, and you know it. So how these people... Again, Nigel Farage showing his fucking real grasp of the issues. Not just his orating skills, but he understands these issues. He knew, first day, he knew what Black Lives Matter was all about. It's got nothing to do with small b, small l, small m. It's got nothing to do with making sure that people are safe. It's a hardcore communist organisation, revolutionary, that thinks we should completely upend the system, dismantle all of our pillars and institutions that make our countries what they are, and create some fictional utopia that has never ever existed or never ever will exist. Because if you destroy the ability for a man to keep that which he creates with his own two hands, he will stop trying. Like I talked about, put me on a collective farm, I will wedge one finger straight up my dirt box and do fuck all day. Kill me. I'm that stubborn, and most people are. Because if you take my freedom away, fuck you. I'd rather be dead. I'm not working as your slave in some collective communist fucking batshit crazy collective farm. It's not happening. And they know it. And Keir Starmer knows it. And everyone that owns a business knows it. Google and Apple and Facebook, they know it. It doesn't work and it'll never work. So start being honest and come right out and say it in the first place. You don't support Black Lives Matter. You don't. Susan Wozicki, or whatever the fuck she's called, who needlessly takes my videos down on occasion for no reason at all. She knows it's bollocks. She doesn't support this group. She isn't a communist. She doesn't agree with Patrice and Alicia. Do your fucking homework. If you're in a position of power and authority, read a few fucking books. You absolute mongs. Like, I can't believe people in positions of power have got no idea about this stuff. So I'm not going to go on too much. I just made a video last week about Black Lives Matter. I'll put it in the links. It literally takes 5-10 minutes of reading to know exactly what they're about on everything. You know where they're going to stand. I know how they feel about climate change and feminism and fucking patriarchy. I know. And what's any of that got to do with Black Lives Matter? Nothing. But they have an opinion. Fucking right they do. A very, very strong opinion. Like I said, off their fucking teeny tits, these crazy bastards. And you've got capitalist corporations fucking supporting them. It's mental. I don't know how it is that normal people working stiffs are better informed than the captains of industry and the leaders of our own countries. I do not get it. But they're criminally fucking negligent. Promoting and supporting and giving money to. They even gave money. Google gave them 12 million. 12 million. Facebook and Amazon gave them 10 million a pop. And Apple pledged $100 million. What do you think? Walmart did it. Fucking Target did it. What do they think is in store for them if these balmy bastards take over? What do they think they're going to do? Think they're going to let them have stockholders and a fucking boss who makes $1 million a year? What do they think's going to happen? You can't make this shit up. You cannot make it up. The people at the very top know the fucking least. And we're paying for our own destruction. That's how fucking backwards things have got. I can't believe they've left it to normal working stiffs to point this out to them. You have to laugh, don't you? I wouldn't let Keir Starmer run a fucking bath. Jesus.